Good afternoon, y'all. This little video is overdue. I've been kind of busy here all week and I've been waiting on a couple things to come in the mail. But those things are finally here and I finally have a moment in between work and projects. So I wanted to do a mail call and a shout out type of thing. One that's overdue. So, first on the list is I want to give out a shout out to Chuck Pyro. I'm probably butchering the last name, but Shearschmidt on Facebook. He has a game room called The Hook and Bobber. My wife plays his games quite a bit, and she's actually won quite a bit of stuff from those games. The most recent one is pretty exciting to me because we're planning to pick up a boat here pretty soon, just a small boat that can hopefully be big enough to get us into a couple of tournaments here and there. And she won us that nice battery for our trolling motor and running the lights and all that. I don't know anything about these batteries, but I'm going to find out this year. The only thing I've ever had is those really heavy lead acid batteries, and they've always done me good for the most part, but they are exceptionally heavy, where this thing probably only weighs 10 or 12 pounds. So everything I'm hearing from other people is that these things are really good. They basically hold full power until the very end of the charge, and then they taper off pretty fast, rather than a normal lead acid battery, which kind of just tapers off gradually as it goes. So that's actually a pretty good thing there, I guess, depending on how you look at it. So at least as it starts to taper off on a normal battery, you kind of know how much time you got if you're an older cat like me and that's all you've ever had. Where with one of these, if you don't know the signs on them, I guess, then you could just make sure you got a paddle, I guess. So you make sure you get back. But yeah, anybody that might want a chance to win one of those, reach out to Pyro and his Hook and Bobber game room. He's a really good guy. He's a Navy veteran. He's a straight shooter. He's honest. He's fair. We're really fond of him. Give him a holler and see what you can get. He has just about anything that has to do with fishing and outdoors. He tools, fishing rods, whatever it is, he puts it on his games. He doesn't really care what it is. If he can get it, if people keep it in stock, then he'll put it on the game, and if he has to, he'll make a game all the way around that one thing. So just give him a holler. We appreciate him. So next, there's a lady named Lynn Rogerson. We ordered these a few weeks ago. She had some troubles with shipping, but they did come. But these are really nice stickers. As I've said in other videos, we collect stickers. Well, Miss Lynn does a whole variety of things. She also does stuff like ink pens, which I ordered these last year or the year before. I don't necessarily recall, but they're really decent pens, especially for the money. And she also does other stuff like bait towels. I mean, she'll pretty well do whatever you want. You can tell there's a lot of stains on these towels, but it's because we use them all summer long. We just alternate through these towels, and as we're fishing away. But she also does other stuff like, not everybody likes powder coating. When we do tumblers or any other drinkware, we powder coat. That's what we do. But for folks that like sublimation, Miss Lynn is really good. She has a page besides her personal page, Lynn Rogerson. She also has another page. It's Importique something or other. Please forgive me, I can't remember the exact name of it right now, but If you're interested in any of that sort of stuff, just give her a shout out. She's a really good lady. She works hard. She does a good job. Her husband, PJ Rogerson, also does a game room similar to Pyro. And my wife plays his games quite a bit as well. And he has a huge variety of things as well. He's very honest. He's a straight shooter, very reliable. He also has a YouTube channel for any of those guys that are looking for newbies or beginners like me. James Rogerson has a YouTube. It's James Rogerson at Catching Cats. Pardon me. But give PJ a shout out. He's a really good dude. We're really fond of him and his wife. They treat us really good. They're very kind and generous. I can't say enough about them. Next on the list. On a previous video that I did, my wife had won some stuff from Timmy Hughes down in South Carolina at Edisto River Outdoors. And the stuff that she won seemed to be really good quality stuff. I can't wait till we can get rid of this snow and sub-zero stuff so we can try out some of it. Well, I just received a rig made by him. It's really cool looking. Has a really nice rattle. Got another rattle there. I am honestly not overly educated in how these things are actually supposed to be set up. I personally, on the ones I've gotten from other people, I make my own steel leaders, and so I always just hook this end to my swivel, and then I have a steel leader that's hooked to this end. But I'm learning how to use these things. But again, I'm not educated in it, but I know there's a lot of them out there. Just about everybody has their own one of these nowadays. And there's some nice ones on the market. This one happens to be from Timmy Hughes at Edisto Rivers Outdoors. And I really like the color on it. I really don't know what they use on these. I highly doubt it's powder coat since these things are plastic, so I'm guessing it's just a nice paint with resin or something. But the rattles all seem to be good and loud on them. There's a really nice looking, really solid looking octopus circle hook. Seems to have a really decent offset on it. That thing ought to really snatch into a catfish's mouth. And he sent me a really fantastic swivel with it as well. Like this thing's nice and heavy duty. This is the kind of stuff that we like to use. When we get snagged on a tree or a stump, we'd rather bring in the stump rather than lose our 50-cent swivel or whatever they cost. We'd rather keep all of our gear, so we use all heavy duty stuff. I'd rather pull the boat to the stump and jump in and get my stuff off the stump. I really don't care. But I wanted to give Timmy Hughes a thank you and a shout out because this thing was really nice. I cannot wait to use it. Now, last and most importantly would be my wife, Janice. Anybody in the gaming community knows her. She's usually the one that does all the buy-in and all of that stuff because I'm pretty electronic illiterate. But during all this time, she's been learning a lot of stuff as well. She does all the vinyls for all the rod holders that we do. She does all the vinyls for the tumblers and other drinkware that we do. And she has recently learned how to make waterproof stickers. And for a first go around, I really think that's a nice job. And she works really hard at this stuff, guys. Like, there is no way that I could do anything that I do without her. She is the rock. She's the one that makes everything happen. And she learns everything. She is so smart. She just keeps going until she figures it out. And she does a really good job. Anybody that's actually got any of our stuff out there, all those vinyls were done by her. And quite a bit of it, if I've been working too many hours, quite a bit of it, the powder coat's been done by her as well. So I can't thank God enough for my wife. But I just wanted to give a little mail call and a little shout out to some of these guys in the fishing community on Facebook and YouTube, and that we have come across and are still coming across some really magnificent people. And we appreciate all of you and can't wait to see where this thing goes. But thank you. Have a good day.